The Buffaloes saw 5 players hit double-figure scoring totals in Thursday night's 85-67 win over St. Mary's, led by Larry Wise, 21 points, and Julius Brown, 17 point, 6 assists, 3 steal outing. The Buffs have won 5 straight, 13 of their last 15, and are looking to stay unbeaten at home this season as they host a St. Edward's team that always gives WT a battle. St. Edward's was held to its lowest scoring output of the season in losing at Lubbock Christian Thursday night, 82-57. The Hilltoppers committed more turnovers than they had assists for just the 3rd time this season. Nonetheless, St. Ed's is still tied for the Lone Star Conference East Division lead and stands 3rd in the overall LSC standings heading into this afternoon's contest. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Kent Johnson, along with Lucas Kinsey, here courtside at the First United Bank Center at Canyon, Texas, for a game, Lucas, pitting 2 of the top teams in the Lone Star Conference at a time when every game counts.
Hey, I love it, Kent. You know, WT, St. Edwards, Tom Brown, Andre Cook. Sign me up. I'm here. I'm ready to go. You look at the conference standings, and again, I believe these are just one game off from what happened Thursday, but we do know WT is at the top. That did not change. The Buffaloes got that win Thursday against St. Mary's. Angelo State there in second, and there's St. Edwards right behind in third. These are the overall standings.
Right, which is how they seed the tournament. However, St. Ed's, being the top seed in the East, would get the number 2 seed. So right now, WT's number 1, St. Ed's is 2, and then you go Angelo, Lubbock Christian, Kingsville, down through the top 8 teams. But there's still 4 games to play, a lot of basketball, and a lot of opportunity for these standings to change.
They can, and you know, Kent, one thing, you look at this Buffaloes team led by head coach Tom Brown. They are perfect at home this year, just like the Lady Buffs have been perfect, 11-0. They're also on a 5-game win streak, and one thing that stands out to me just looking at the last 2 wins for the Buffaloes is their defense. The last 2 games, they have held their opponents to 67 and 66 points. And if WT can hold teams under 80 points a game, and you're getting this offensive production that we usually see from players like Julius Brown, Larry Wise, Addison Wallace, and also Damian Thornton, also throw in Zach Tucson as well, obviously, to the mix. I think this is going to be a tough, as usual, has been the last several years, this Lone Star Conference tournament. You're looking at the team right there that could win yet again.
4 games left to play.
Yep.
Actually, 3 games left to play. Today, Thursday, and Saturday. The Buffs have St. Ed's, and then they've got back-to-back against Lubbock Christian University. We mentioned Andre Cook, the head coach at St. Edwards. I don't know that there's a more animated, colorful coach on the sideline.
Yeah, and he can win.
And he is a winner. Tom Brown, of course, has proven he's a winner in his 9 years at West Texas A&M. So it's going to be a lot of fun. This is a Hilltopper team that has kind of changed their style of play a little bit this year. Gone is the big post, Jay Krafka, who used to be the kingpin around which their offense rotated. Now they get up and down the court. They average over 78 points a game. They like to shoot the 3 from outside. Very similar to what we see out of the Buffaloes. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, Kent, they were on a 5-game win streak themselves before Thursday night when St. Edwards dropped that game against Lubbock Christian at the Rip Griffin Center. So,
just 57 points scored down in LCU. Far and away the lowest. The lowest they had scored before then was 64 in the season opener at Colorado Mesa. They had only scored in the 60s 3 times this year, and then bang, 57. Sometimes as a coach, you don't know why, when, or how. It just happens. Before we do our starting lineups tonight, it's senior day for the Buffs, and they are going to recognize 4 individuals on the Buffalo team. 2 are true seniors, and 2 have graduated but have the opportunity to return. Our 2 seniors are Julius Brown the senior out of Westerville, Ohio, and Damian Thornton, the senior from Edmond, Oklahoma. Then we have 2 other players who have actually graduated but are not seniors eligibility-wise, and that's Addison Wallace from Cleburne and Larry Wise from Waxahachie. And we're certainly keeping our fingers crossed that Addison and Larry return next year, because they are a big chunk of what WT has done this year.
And Kent, speaking of that, this young man right here, Julius Brown, walking out with his family. We've only had Julius for a couple of seasons, but he has been so fun to watch. And I've told people throughout the last 2 years, Julius is one of these college student athletes that we get to be around, where you truly can tell people that is the type of young man you want kids looking up to.
Well, we talk about it, we joke about it. He is constantly smiling. He'll get whistled for a foul, look at the official, and grin from ear to ear. But as St. Edwards and Andre Cook are watching the introduction right now, deep inside they're saying, man, I'm glad he's out there.
No tears will be shed for the rest of the Lone Star Conference to see Julius not playing against them next year. But he just made the quick transition. Remember, he transferred over, Kent, to the Buffaloes after spending a couple of seasons with Lincoln Memorial. WT played Lincoln.
Over there.
Yeah, we played Lincoln Memorial at the Final Four. Julius played for the Rail Splitters, but he made the decision to come to Canyon, Texas, and he hasn't looked back since.
Yeah, well, Lincoln Memorial head coach Steve Schertz took the job at Indiana State. He took a D1 job. 4 of Lincoln Memorial's 5 starters went to ISU. Julius Brown elected, thankfully, to come to West Texas A&M. Then Damian Thornton was the Great America Conference Freshman of the Year 4 years ago at Southwestern Oklahoma State. Decided to play a 5th year here at WT, and at times he has carried the load, and at other times he has done an excellent job of being a role player.
Yeah, he's been a lot of fun to watch. He's one that you wish was not a senior. We'd like to have him for another season, but Damian, it's interesting that these 2 players both coming over from other schools, and we've talked about it in the modern day of college athletics. It's like, hey, WT is an attractive place. I like the style that they play. We like the coaches. We like these fans, and he wanted to finish his career out competing for a championship, and that's what Damian's going to get an opportunity to do. He's been a great teammate as well this year.
And he has had to learn a new role over at SWOSU. He was the man. It all went through him. He comes over here, you got 6 or 7 guys that can score. Everybody gets involved in the act. So he's had in a way to ratchet it back and be a support player at times, but at times he has been able to shoulder the load. Here's Addison Wallace from Cleburne, Texas. His aggressiveness as the year's gone on, offensively and defensively, has increased. He got things started Thursday night by hitting consecutive threes to get the Buffs jump started. He is so smooth at times you don't realize how much effort he's giving, but he's got a long wingspan. He blocks shots, he rebounds, he stands outside and shoots the 3. He's just a complete player.
He is a complete player now, Kent. 2 seasons ago, I don't know if you could say that, if he was a complete player. Now, he's an incredible athlete, but it shows the biggest compliment I can give to Addison is he has improved so much. He has worked hard. He has improved his overall game. And you mentioned it, he's hitting 3s this year. Last year, we were telling Addison, no, probably don't shoot those. Now this season, he is making those 3-pointers. He's been a lot of fun to watch.
And Larry Wise from Waxahachie, Texas, transferred in prior to last year from the University of North Texas. He was a role player down there. He's come up here and over the last year and a half has developed into the leading scorer for the Buffaloes. 15.5 points. He gets it done defensively, but his ability to step out and hit the three as well as mix it up under the boards is unparalleled.
Well, Kent, his nickname, or at least his Twitter handle name, and so I've just kind of thrown out there his nickname, is Larry the Hooper. And that's him. I mean, he is just one of those guys that he can score in so many different ways. He is a smooth player. He obviously has an incredible jump shot, but I think that where I've seen Larry improve the most, Kent, is his toughness. He's gotten tougher inside. He can bang inside when he needs to and give you also some games where he can rebound the ball. So, yeah, we hope next year, hey, Larry and Addison, we will honor you guys. We'll give you whatever we need to in terms of the fans showering you with love, but we hope that we get to see them back in action next year, Kent. Because, look, if
there is a lot of points standing out there on the floor right now.
And some great young men as well.
I mean, 3 of those 4 players averaging double-figure scoring, Addison averaging 7.5. And they're all just great young men to be around.
Plus, we need the gold shoes to return. I'm just saying that.
Hey, let's get ready for a little basketball here, Lucas. Our starting lineups. First for the Hilltoppers out of Austin, Texas, in their 14th year under head coach Andre Cook. St. Edwards, they are 20-8 overall, 14-5, leading the LSC Eastern Division. They'll start at one guard Jeff Gary, a 6'5 junior from Austin. He averages 13.1 points, 2.7 rebounds. Second guard Blake Nielsen, a 6'6 sophomore from Perth, Australia. Nielsen averages 10.2 points, 5.3 boards. The third guard, Gavino Ramos, a 6'2 sophomore from San Antonio, averaging 10 points, 2.7 rebounds. The third guard, Uche Diabamaka, a 6'4 graduate from Adelaide, South Australia, averaging 12.8 points, 4.2 rebounds. And the forward, Sean Elkington, a 6'8 freshman from Crosby, Texas, just outside of San Antonio. He averages 12.9 points, 8 rebounds a game. What jumps out at me as I look at the starting 5 is all 5 of them average double-figure scoring. All 5 of them have had a 20-point scoring outing game this season. For the Buffaloes in their 9th year under head coach Tom Brown, 19-6 overall, 17-2 in the Lone Star Conference, half a game ahead of Angelo State in the LSC Western Division. Starting the 5-guard lineup, the point guard, Julius Brown, a 5'10 senior from Westerville, Ohio. Juju averages 16.8 points, 3 rebounds a game. He had a season-high 30 against Eastern New Mexico, at UT Tyler, and against Missouri St. Louis. Damian Thornton's a 6'5 senior from Edmond, Oklahoma, averaging 14.2 points, 4.7 rebounds. His season high was 26 points at Dallas Baptist. The third guard, Cameron Bell, a 5'10 sophomore from Edmond, Oklahoma. Bell averages 1.4 points, 1.2 rebounds. Addison Wallace is a 6'3 guard from Cleburne, Texas, averaging 7.3 points, 4.1 rebounds. He had a double-double, 17 points, 11 boards earlier this year against Oklahoma Baptist. And Larry Wise, 6'4 guard from Waxahachie, Texas, averages 15.7 points, 3.8 rebounds. He had 28 points, 7 boards last week over at Eastern New Mexico. Our officiating crew tonight, the referee, Curtis Vigil. The umpires are Chris Gormley and Trenton Cheney. You want big-time college basketball? We are just about to see it, Lucas Kinsey.
Yeah, and you mentioned, Kent, this you can call it a rivalry, I think, because of the games that we've had with St. Edwards over the years. Tom Brown overall 4-1 against St. Edwards. 2019, Kent, right here at the First United Bank Center, the NCAA Regional Championship. What an atmosphere that was. And it was 2 programs who I think that year both were talented enough that you could have said deserved to be at the Elite 8. Obviously, the Buffs were the ones that won and moved on, but you're going to see some good quality basketball today, some talented players, good shooters on both sides, and we already said it, outstanding coaching with Tom Brown and Andre Cook on the other side.
The Buffs in the home white Under Armour uniforms with the maroon stripes across the shoulder, the maroon West Texas and numerals on the chest. St. Edwards in the navy blue, St. Edwards and the numerals in white on the chest, outlined in gold. The Buffs going from our left to our right. Curtis Behill is in the center. It's going to be Thornton jumping against Elkington, and the Buffs are going to control the tip to start the basketball game. Brown comes up court to Bell. Left wing, Thornton. St. Ed's in the man defense. Thornton in the paint, kicks outside to Bell. Cam takes a three and knocks it down.
Now, of all things that Andre Cook prepared for on the first possession, the three-pointer from Cameron Bell, that was not it.
That's not it.
Great shot.
And here's Thornton, reaches in, tries to go for a steal.
Well,
bats the ball out of bounds.
And that play is exactly what you were talking about. Damian Thornton last year at Southwestern Oklahoma State, he probably needed to drive in and score it. There he draws the defense and finds a wide open Cameron Bell for the three.
Buffs open the game with a three. Here's Ramos. Up top to Gary. Gary cut off by Wallace, puts up a three. He misses. Thornton hustles and gets the rebound. Out-muscled Sean Elkington for that one. Wallace in the corner. Up top to Brown. Just underway at the First United Bank Center. Brown up top, shot clock at 15. Takes a three, knocks it down.
Well, this is not what St. Edwards wants to see. The Buffaloes start with two straight possessions of three-pointers as Julius creates space and knocks it down.
Ramos. Diabamaka on the wing. Down low to Elkington, off the glass and in.
Yeah, Thornton was a little late coming over to help, and that was just too easy inside there for the Hilltoppers.
Andre Cook high on his freshman. Elkington comes from a basketball family. His father has spent time with the San Antonio Spur organization. There's Cameron Bell again for a three. And if St. Ed's can get Elkington posted down low, it's going to be a size mismatch. Bell knocks the ball away from Gary. It's picked up by St. Ed's. Dibiamaka backs in on Thornton, puts one off the glass and in. Nice shot.
Cameron Bell, going into today's game before these two three-pointers that he's made, was 4 of 21 from the three-point line.
He's now 6 of 23. Buffs lead at 9-4. 2.5 minutes into the contest. Ramos to Gary. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Very quickly, we're seeing the passion over there from Andre Cook. He's not liking what his team is doing offensively. He's got a game plan. He knows what he wants to do.
Ryland Holt, junior from Gibson City, Illinois, checks into the ballgame.
He was good on Thursday. Holt was.
We joke, if you play numbers, threes. 3 of 3 from the floor, a three-pointer, 3 rebounds, 3 block shots, and 3 fouls. Here's Elkington, backs in on Holt. Turnaround, no good. Larry Wise had the rebound, kicked it out of bounds.
See, and that play right there shows you what Holt can do for this Buffalo defense. He makes the post player inside take a very difficult shot. Doesn't foul, but his long wingspan makes it a difficult offensive try there.
Dibiamaka, and it's a shot clock violation. Good defense by the Buffaloes.
Holt missed some time this season on and off with some injuries. Had an ankle injury going back about a month ago.
Buffs lead at 9-4, just under 17 to play in the first. Wise drives in, kicks it outside to Brown. 3, yes! How about opening the game 4 of 5 from three-point range for the Buffaloes? Julius Brown with a pair, Cam Bell with 2 of them. Buffs lead 12-4.
Yeah, that's not the shot Andre Cook wants to see his post players fading away.
And here comes Larry Wise. Shot blocked by Dibiamaka. Controlled by the Hilltoppers. Buffs up 8 early. Gary up top to Nielsen. Nielsen working on Thornton, puts one up. Strong rebound, knocked outside. Dibiamaka misses. And there's Elkington with his tall frame to get the rebound. Blocked by Holt, controlled by Wise. Here come the Buffaloes. Wise in the paint. Count it, and one.
And Andre Cook is pointing. He's saying, I thought we had the same thing happen on the other side. He didn't call a foul. Right here, you're going to see, well, that was the previous possession. That was good defense inside. But the Buffaloes get out in transition. What a great start. You're 4 for 4 from the three-point line. They're getting out and running 71% from the field.
And defensively holding St. Ed's to 25%. That takes us to a timeout. Buffs up 10. You're watching West Texas basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Welcome back to the first night of Bank Center. Buffaloes using strong defense and turning it into some transition points. As you see here on that last play, Larry Wise sizes up the defense, sees an opening, converts, and he makes the free throw as well. So it's now a 15-4 Buffalo lead, 15:35 to play, first half action.
Quickly down at the other end, a nice hello. Uche Dibiamaka drives baseline and slams it home. Wise kicks it outside to Thornton. Thornton up top, got a whistle, down low. Foul on the floor. This is going to go against Dibiamaka. He pushed Damian Thornton.
Yeah, trying to get through the screen, just kind of bumps him out of the way. Dibiamaka has a brother on the team as well, a junior, number 30.
Here's Julius with the pull-up mid-range, no good. But look who gets the rebound. Zach Toussaint drives in, finds Wise in the corner. His three's too strong. Buffs up 15-6. Just under 15 minutes to play in the first. Dibiamaka for three, no good. Elkington with the rebound. Kicks it outside. Another three missed. This one comes from Nielsen, and it's the Buffs basketball. Quick release. Toussaint, bang!
You know, Kent, he went through a stretch where he was struggling scoring the ball, but we knew it wouldn't last long. The last three games, Zach averaging 17 points a game. Scored 26 over in Portales at Eastern New Mexico.
Ooh. There's a miss, and they may get Ryland Holt coming over back. Nope, they're going to get Zach Toussaint with the foul. His first, the Buffs' first as a team.
They called it on Zach?
Did they? No, they got it on Ryland Holt.
Okay.
I was right the first time.
Number 2,
yeah, Kent, you were over there the night that Zach put in 26 against Eastern New Mexico, and that's kind of where he got himself going.
You know, teams are shadowing him now. They're not just sitting back saying, we'll let you shoot and see if you can make it. They know he can make it now. He's having to work to get his shot, but the last week and a half, He's been doing that. He had a big night Thursday night as well. He scored double digits.
Zach, 9th all-time in the scoring list with 1,295 points now in his career.
Here's Ahmed Muhammad, freshman from Glendale, Arizona. Shot clock at 8. Thornton drives. Open lane, I'll take it.
Somebody call 911.
And we say it every game, his speed and acceleration.
Well, and there are 4 players on the court that all have that first quick step. Look at Muhammad, also Addison Wallace and Julius Brown.
Long 3 outside, drained. That was Bennett Moan knocking it down.
Yeah, Zach, that was maybe a little bit out of range with the defender coming right at him, but.
Here's Ramos on the wing. Gary, he'll put up a 3. Looky there.
St. Ed's, Kent, they are getting themselves right back in this game thanks to the 3-point basket.
Feels like we're watching an NBA contest here.
The All-Star game is today, I believe.
Come down and shoot your 3. Step back, missed by Julius.
Actually, the NBA All-Star game is tomorrow. Last night was the celebrity game. I don't know why we didn't get our invitation, Kent. Must have got lost in the mail.
Elkington works on Wallace, kicks it outside. 3 knocked down. Blake Nielsen.
Ooh.
Here's how it's done. We said these two teams could score. 3-point lead. Muhammad can't get it to go.
And now the Hilltoppers bench providing some energy. They're getting up and cheering and chanting, and they may want another 3-pointer here.
Ramos, he'll take the 3, missed it. Rebound by Moan, kicks it outside. Nielsen inside to Elkington, who's pushed on the floor. Should be a non-shooting foul.
That's a good feed from Nielsen, Kent. He's 3rd in the conference in assists. Watch this play. Up, puts it high with the big man, can catch it. St. Edward's playing some good offense right now.
11:55 to play in the first. Timeout on the floor. Buffs lead it 20-17. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Look at the Hilltoppers bench coming out of this timeout. They're feeling good right now, KJ. They got down early as the Buffs were hot from the 3-point line. They started 4 for 4 from the game, did WT. But since then, St. Edward's, they've said, hey, we can hit the long ball as well, and they only trail by 3 points, chance to tie it if they can hit another one.
Hilltoppers on a 9-0 run over the last minute 25. Dibiamaka gets it in to Gary. Moan on the near wing. Up top to Uzoma Dibiamaka. Here's Gary, pull up. No, he's going to go to the line.
Was he hit on the wrist? Guess so.
Muhammad with the contact, his first. Buffs 3rd as a team. It's going to send Jeff Gary to the line shooting twice. He's 93% on the year, 98 of 105.
Wow. And the interesting thing with this St. Edward's roster this season, Kent, is they're younger. I mean, they've got sophomores and freshmen who are contributing, starting, and so that's a good sign there for Andre Cook if he can hold on to these players. Also a good look right now is Jeff Gary's sneakers, Kent.
Those are old school, aren't they?
Yeah, gold Shoes that match the St. Edward's uniforms there.
Back in the day when you had canvas shoes and they were one color, but the toe cap was white. Here's Thornton, wants a three, takes the three, air ball. Ball saved by Mashak, but saved it back to the guys in the navy blue uniforms. Nielsen, left side to Gary.
Look at how many passes are being made here. Good ball movement in the half court from the Hilltoppers.
Nielsen backs in on Mashak, gets around him, reverse layup won't go down. Holt with the defensive board. Bell in the corner. Outside to Mashak, he's open. He'll take the three and knock it down.
Yeah, that Brock just was patient there, and they gave him a look. He's a very efficient three-point shooter.
23-19, Buffs by 4. Very early in this game, they led by 12. There's a miss, rebounded by Bell.
They may break some records on three-point field goals attempted combined in this game.
Holt in the corner. To Wise, back to Holt on the block. The ball was deflected out of bounds by Mason Hicks.
Now this roster for St. Edward's Kent has 4 players from Australia. You know where Austin, Texas is.
A-U-S-T, Australia or in.
That's right. Land down under or?
Mashak, three, no good. Rebound to Hicks. 6'8", sophomore from Decatur, Texas.
My question is, do they get all these Australians the cowboy boots whenever they get to St. Edward's?
There's a steal. Wise comes up with it. Goes down. We're going to have a jump ball, and it'll be St. Edward's basketball on alternate possession.
Yeah, good hustle there by both sides.
Larry thought he had a pick,
yep,
and then he stumbled. And that turned things upside down.
Good job on the replays there from our Thunder Vision team. Doing a great job for us today. Director Kaysen Johnson. Our score 23-19. Buffs leading by 4.
Well, the Dibiamaka brothers are on the floor now, Uche and Uzome. And there we've got a moving screen. This one goes on Uche Dibiamaka, his second. Nope, they got Hicks, Mason Hicks. His first, team's third.
I promise you this, some of the fans here at the First United Bank Center, their attention is going to be held by the 2 head coaches today. They're going to watch Tom Brown and Andre Cook.
That's worth the price.
They are so competitive, and there are times where I think as they get closer to the scores table, these 2 coaches may be gesturing it towards each other in a friendly way.
Here's Wise, spins at the block, puts it up, and he's going to go to the line.
Yeah, that's that muscle, that inside play there that Larry has improved on over the last 2 seasons. Patient, backs down the defender. Okay, double team's not coming. Going to spin away from where the double team was and just draw contact.
Andre Cook comes from upstate New York.
He's a passionate New Yorker.
And he coached in New York. He's not from the city, he's from upstate, but he has the personality. He came to St. Edward's 14 years ago, and
2 for 2.
He's obviously fit in well there. And he's done a heck of a job as Larry Wise makes them both. Buffs lead back up to 6 at 25-19. Dibiamaka. Here's Hicks.
They're going to call Damien with a reach coming from behind, try to poke the ball free. I was just wondering if St. Edward's was going to go back inside to the big man because they'd gotten hot and had made all those threes, but they can't forget to try to get the ball inside the paint.
They've got the size. Here's Moan. Hicks. Elkinton working on Holt. Hook, no.
WT's going to get a foul whistle. It was really good hustle by number 24, Mason Hicks.
They're getting Ryland Holt with the foul?
Yeah, as Hicks is up in the
Brown.
air.
They got Brown.
As he's up in the air, the Buffs kind of with a little bit of a wedge, a little bit of an undercut, so to speak, and so that's what why the foul was called. Oh, wow. Julius Neely had a steal.
Uzoma Dibiamaka. Right wing, long three put up by Elkinton. No good. Out of bounds, Buffs basketball. Dodged a bullet on that possession. St. Ed's on the floor has 6'8" Elkinton and 6'8" Hicks. 6'6" Moan. Here's Thornton.
Yep.
Bumps on his way in before the shot. That's going to be, I believe, the second on Uche Dibiamaka. Team foul number 5 against the Toppers.
It was good recognition by Damian. The defense was on the other side of the court, and there was an opening. He got there.
Toussaint in the paint. Gets it out to Wise. Wallace. Thornton with 8 on the shot clock. Spins. Wallace, open three, knocks it down.
Beautiful assist from Damian Thornton to Golden Shoes Addison Wallace.
7th three of the half for the Buffs. Lead back up to 9.
Well, the last several possessions, Kent, WT has settled their defense in. They're playing pretty tough. A whistle.
And we've got a timeout called on the floor.
Okay.
7:50 to play. Buffs lead it 28-19. It's a full timeout. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Suddenlink is now Optimum with award-winning internet, TV, and mobile, giving you the power to get closer and go farther with speed and reliability. With our new 100% fiber internet we're building, together with Optimum Mobile, voted #1 in customer satisfaction, you'll get the complete connectivity you deserve. And when you combine Optimum's award-winning connectivity with our 24/7 customer service, your future is only a connection away.
Welcome back to Canyon, Texas, site of today's game between the Buffaloes and the Hilltoppers. A 9-point lead for West Texas A&M. Still 7:50 to play before halftime. And in this game so far, it's been a game of runs. WT currently the team on the positive run, 8-0 over the last 3 minutes.
Oh, nice feed.
That's a good call out of the timeout there for the Hilltoppers.
Blake Nielsen found Ramos on the cut. Then down at the other end, Gary fouls Thornton hard.
Thornton was safe at second base over there, Kent.
Gary on the foul.
There's the replay, yep.
Via AOMS trip to the line for Thornton.
You know, Damian right now, 2 points, but he has 3 of the Buffalo's 6 assists. And a lot of balance as every player on the court right now has scored. Julius leading the way with 6 points.
Thornton's first shot's good.
Yeah, the 3 is the difference. Hilltoppers 3 for 10 from the perimeter, and the Buffs are 7 for 11.
Damian knocks them both down.
In for the Buffaloes, number 3.
Mashak replaces Thornton on the floor. Joining Wallace, Brown, Wise, and Toussaint. Here's Nielsen.
Oh, how did that pass
underneath
get through?
to Elkington. First shot, I think, was blocked by Wise. Gets his own rebound and puts it in. Elkington with 4 points in the game. Addison.
Thought he had the opening to get the layup. He just left it short.
Buffs by 7, 30-23. 7 to play in the first. Here's Moan, quick release, bang.
Well, that's what got the Hilltoppers back in it earlier in this half. And here they are again, only trailing by 4.
Wallace will try again for 3. Nielsen with the rebound.
And Andre Cook says, slow down. See what they do here. Maybe try to run something for Elkington.
Here's Nielsen. Working on Mashak.
Oh.
Spins and
that was a sweet play, Kent, because he's taking contact the entire way and somehow kept his balance and put it in off the window. Impressive young man there, Nielsen.
2-point game. Wise spins and in.
Well, Larry Wise says, I can do that too. Yeah, for St. Edwards, Blake Nielsen, 6'6", sophomore, and then Elkington, a 6'8" freshman. Those two, as they grow together, will be pretty lethal.
Gary pulls up from 17, too strong. Toussaint with the rebound. Mashak for 3. He wants some of the action. His second.
And that's a great play by Zach Toussaint in transition, recognizing the entire way. I know where Mashak is. I'm going to draw the defense just a little bit. And Mashak did the rest for his second three-pointer made in the half.
Here's a long 3 missed. So after drawing within 2 points, the Buffs have reeled off 5 straight. Looking for more. Wallace drives. He'll go to the line.
Foul call number 33, Elkington.
Foul goes against Sean Elkington. His first.
The
7th against the Toppers.
Wallace.
We'd like to recognize Lions Realty as a proud partner of WT Athletics. Give them a call at 806-358-3900. Lions Realty, official realtor of WT Athletics.
Wallace knocks down the first. He's a 76%er.
23, Damian Amaka in for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, we just said it, game of runs, and each team kind of trading blows, but it's WT that had that hot start.
In for your Buffaloes.
And the Buffaloes, 50% from the field, 61% from the three-point line, and a perfect 100% at the charity stripe.
Addison makes it 7 of 7 from the free throw line for the Buffaloes. He'll go to the bench. So some fresh faces on the floor for the Buffaloes. Julius Brown stays out there, but he's joined by Thornton, Campbell, Brock Mashak, and Ryland Holt. There's a trap in the backcourt. The Highland Hilltoppers find the open man and beat the Buffs down court.
Did my eyes deceive me, or did they not take steps there? It's a layup.
I think when your break is that open,
maybe
you get some leniency. Brown from 16, got it.
Brown for 2.
8 points for Julius. Buffs up 9, 4:39 to play in the first. DB Amako with the reverse. He's got 8. Brown for 3, in and out.
Thought that one was going in. Julius, this last week, Kent was named to the top 50 list for the Bevo Francis Award,
which is the outstanding collegiate player from what they term a small college, which is Division II, Division III, NAIAs. I believe junior college is in there as well.
We agree. He's in that top 50 for sure.
Elkington short with the hook. Nice defense by Mashak to keep Elkington out of his range. Holt, pump fake. On the block. Back to Bell. He's open. He's hit 2 already. Missed that one. Buffs up 39-32. Ramos working on Brown. Kicks it outside to Nielsen. Shot clock at 10. Nielsen spins, puts up a hook. There it is.
That's a difficult shot, but again, he's 6 feet 6 inches tall, and when he turned, he was already over the defender.
Brown says, I'll do it. Drives baseline. Fouled.
That was an incredible play. He kept the ball in his hand, switched it, and was able to pass it off to his teammate after he was fouled.
That'll take us to a timeout. 3:13 to play in the first. Buffs up 39-34. You're watching West Texas basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Canyon is WT's newest on-campus.
We got a good battle going on this afternoon here at the First United Bank Center. The Buffs lead it by 5 points over St. Edward's University. Lucas Kinsey alongside Kent Johnson as they come out of this media timeout, and that foul put St. Edward's over the limit. So with 8 team fouls, Julius Brown goes to the free throw line, even though he wasn't shooting. You know, Julius' stat line on Thursday, Kent, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals.
Yeah. Makes the first.
There's a reason why he was voted the preseason Lone Star Conference Player of the Year.
Should be the postseason player as well. As he knocks them both down.
Brown, 2 for 2 at the line.
And the Buffs lead, bump back up to 7. 3 minutes to play in the first. Here's Gary spinning off the glass and in.
He likes that fadeaway, that pull-up jump shot.
Wise backs down on Moan in the paint, spins off the glass and in the bucket.
Yeah, the Hilltoppers are going to have to do something different when Larry gets it down on the block. Right now, defensively, Bennett Moan trying to stay with Larry, but Wise a little too strong.
Here's Elkington. Nielsen works on Wise. Little fadeaway short, but Elkington with the rebound. Holt blocks the shot. Wise comes up with the rebound.
That's a Budweiser block shot.
Brown, pull up from 12, won't go down. You know, good defensive stand, but they couldn't convert on the offense. And St. Ed's with the opportunity to cut into the Buffs' lead. Ramos in the paint, floater, no. Holt with the rebound.
2 possessions that have been empty offensively for the Hilltoppers.
It's Ryland's 4th rebound. Tucson, bang!
You know, the screen from Julius frees him up just a little bit, but you're thinking, well, surely he's not going to take that because the defender's coming. No, he did, and he hit it.
His parents have made the trip down from The Chicago suburbs for Thursday in today's game. Looks like some steps there, and they're going to call a foul instead. Chris Gormley with the call.
Spinning.
33 Wallace in for the Buffaloes.
What do you think there, Lucas?
Yeah, I think the offensive player is a little out of control, and there may have been steps. I didn't see contact. I felt like
hand on the ball.
Yeah, just play on if nothing else.
So Ryland Holt picks up his second.
They were trying to determine if it was a shooting foul, and they say the ball was not being put up in a shooting motion, so it's just an inbound throw here for St. Edwards.
Bennett Moon gets the ball inbounds to Gary. Gary with the Nowitzki-ish step back.
Oh, and WT's going to be called for, that blocking out foul against Elkington.
Foul call number 24, Bell.
This goes against Cameron Bell. 5'10", blocking out on 6'8".
Well, Kent Elkington, that was his 9th rebound already. Got 6 points, 9 rebounds.
Wow. At the line, Sean Elkington knocks it down. Has a second opportunity. Those are some sweet shoes he has on.
Yeah.
Not brightly colored, but they mesh well with the Hilltoppers uniform. 8 points for Elkington to go with 8 rebounds. And we've got a walk.
There's that travel.
Oh, and the crowd's not going to like that.
There's that travel.
Nor is Tom Brown. He's walking as fast as the official getting down to the corner for a chit-chat.
Oh, that just came out of Zach's. Oh, did they call it on Julius?
They called the walk on Julius,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You never see that call on Julius.
Rarely. Back to Elkington, 3-time all-district player in high school. And he's a business major. Kent, all business down there in the paint.
Here's Nielsen, kicks it outside to Gary. Nielsen, Gary, 3, too strong. Buffs with the rebound. Wallace was open, had the 3, dribbles in instead. Inside of 30 seconds to play here in the first half. Shot clock at 15. Buffs lead at 8. Brown to Wallace. Spins up and in.
Wallace for 2.
Now the Buffs need to get entrenched and play some defense for 10 seconds.
As the kids say, that spin move from Addison Wallace, that was sick, bro.
Sick. Here's Ramos. No. Elkington at the buzzer. No.
A lot of looks inside there, but Hilltoppers unable to connect, so they kind of end the half cold offensively, and the Buffs lead it by 10 points.
48-38 takes us into the locker room. We'll take a timeout when we come back. Lucas will visit with Lady Buff head coach Josh Prock, and we'll break down our first half of play. You're watching West Texas A&M basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us. much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your health care needs.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. We're at halftime of the men's game, and WT enjoys a 48-38 lead as the Tots, the younger kids, get out and get ready for their performance here at halftime. I'm Lucas Kinsey, being joined at halftime by Lady Buffs assistant coach Michaela Connor. And, Coach, thank you for coming up and stopping to visit with us. The team gets a 27th straight home win today. You get the win in conference over St. Edward's 78-57, and I know right now every game is important. You wind down the regular season of the Lone Star Conference. You got a really good offensive performance today, but the defense can't be outlooked either.
Yeah, I mean, we've been trying to get the kids to kind of buy in this whole time that no matter what's happening in the game, you can always defend, you can always rebound, you can always pay attention to your defensive assignments. And so I think the last two games have really showed that they're starting to build off of those things.
What was the biggest difference tonight in terms of, or today, in terms of the offensive output from Thursday? I mean, Coach Prock told me before the game, he said, hey, it was an ugly win. We all know that, and the ball just didn't go in the bucket. What did you see, though, specifically that led to just easy offense today?
Well, you know, we are playing with young kids, and something that we have to keep stressing to them is that we don't always have to go A, B, C. It could go A to C. It could go A to E. It could go just straight to B. And so I think today they did a really, really good job of just playing basketball when things collapse. If the play doesn't work out, go make a play. If they overplay, you backdoor. And I think we were doing a way better job of reading those things and just letting the game flow to us.
Okay. You mentioned younger players. One of the younger players that was outstanding today, Kyla Kane, a new career high for her. She scored 21 points and did it in different ways. I mean, she's such a good perimeter shooter, but we saw her doing some things, putting the ball on the floor as well. Talk about her performance today, Coach, but also how she's grown as the season has gone on.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she obviously is a freshman, so every freshman has their ups and downs. I don't think any freshman just comes in and straight kills it. But I've honestly worked a lot one-on-one with Kyla the last month and a half. And some big things that we've talked about and worked on is just her playing basketball, making plays, understanding that at the point guard position, it is your job to get everybody involved and get everybody organized, but it's also your job to, when you see a seam, to go take it.
Right.
And so I think that that's something that we kind of had a breakthrough today is just her understanding that, hey, I can make plays if things break down. I can go and shoot my pull-up jumper because I can elevate over people, or if I'm feeling really good, I can shoot the three. And I think that that's something that, as a freshman, every freshman struggles with what's the right shot, what's the right play. And I just think today she kind of just let all that go and just went out and played.
It's been 4 games that the team has had to play without Carly Machenbacher, suffering an injury a couple weeks ago. Kane having to step up her game, other players as well, Holly Stalder. I think Lauren Taylor has been outstanding over these last 4 games as you've gone 2-2. Talk a little bit about Lauren. We're going to honor her obviously next week on Senior Day, but I'm getting to where I just expect to see double-figure scoring. She had 5 assists today. She's been outstanding.
She has been awesome, and I think the thing that helps Lauren a lot, she has played a lot of college basketball at different levels as well, and we always tell her, you know what to do. You know, you're experienced, you're a senior. She's one of our captains.
She's a professor out there,
yes,
right?
Yes. And if you talk to her, you would think she's a professor. She's very, very smart.
She is.
But we kind of have leaned on her to be a leader and to be, especially without Carly out there, like, hey, you got to talk to the young kids. You got to kind of take them under your wing. And, you know, that Thursday game, she really put the team on her back. And I think that that's something that she's always been capable of. We're just encouraging her to keep doing that. Even if Carly does come back, keep doing that. Keep being aggressive. Keep being a great leader out there. And I think her flow is when she's flowing, she's very, very hard to stop.
She's been great down this stretch here for WT, great all season long as a leader as well. Visiting with Michaela Connor, Lady Buffs assistant coach, after WT gets the win today, 78-57, defeating St. Edward's University. So we're going to finish the regular season up next week, and we'll do, I've been calling this run it back, right? Thursday we're going to play Lubbock Christian here, and then we'll play them again 2 days later at the Rep Griffin Center. So last year, this team, you know, you start the season, WT was not picked to win the conference, was not picked, and nobody picked them to go to the Elite Eight, and you did that. This year, it's been different. We were picked to win the conference. It has been tougher. There have been injuries. There have been other things that the team has had to overcome in terms of adversity. But the common theme, Coach, is here we are getting close to postseason, and you're right there in the mix of going for a championship.
Yep, and that's something that we have been preaching to the girls all season, is that we have to, one, be where we're at, right? So no matter what has happened in the past, or rather, like, we kept telling them it would be very hard to go undefeated for anybody's season.
Sure.
And we have had a lot of adversity, and we encourage them to face the adversity the best that you can. No matter what happened, even today, you know, we learn from these things, but as we go into the next week, we just have to keep chugging forward, and we want to be playing our best basketball like right now.
Yeah.
Right now, going into postseason is when we want things to start coming together and to start clicking, and that's something that kids don't always see in the beginning. When you lose a few games, they're like, oh man, like, or they might get down, but it's a long season. It's a super long season, and we've always known this team has had a lot of potential, and we just have to keep them understanding that you want to play your best at the end of the year.
Well, you're doing a great job for sure. The Lady Buffs will be back in action next Thursday right here at the First United Bank Center, taking on Lubbock Christian. Congratulations on the win today, Coach.
Thank you.
All right. We'll take a timeout, come back. We'll have some halftime stats for you. The Buffaloes lead the Hilltoppers on the men's side 48-38 at halftime.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. West Texas A&M leads 48-38 at the half. Let's take a quick look at our halftime statistics. There you see our field goal percentages. The Buffs, 52% from the floor at 15 of 29. The Hilltoppers, 37% at 14 of 37. Three-pointers, Buffs have knocked down 9 of 16, 56%. The Hilltoppers have 4 of 13 for 30%. Both teams perfect from the line. 6 of 6 for St. Ed's, 9 of 9 for WT. Rebounds, Hilltoppers using their height advantage, out-rebounding the Buffs 22 to 14. That's led to 4 second chance points. No turnovers.
This is incredible. When you look at a college basketball game and a combined 5 turnovers between the two teams, that is very efficient.
3 for St. Edwards, 2 for the Buffs, but the Buffs have 5 points off those turnovers.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the individual statistics. First for the Hilltoppers, Sean Elkington, 8 points, 9 rebounds. Jeff Gary, 7 points. Blake Nilsson, 7 points, 6 rebounds. Javino Ramos, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Uche Diabamaka, 8 points, 1 board. Bennett Bones, 6 points, 1 rebound. Mason Hicks, 2 rebounds. For the Buffaloes, Julius Brown, 10 points. Damian Thornton, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Cam Bell, 6 points, 1 rebound. Addison Wallace, 7 points, 2 rebounds. Larry Wise, 9 points, 2 rebounds. Brylan Holt, 4 rebounds, all defensive. Zach Toussaint, 6 points, 2 boards. Ahmed Muhammad has played 2.5 minutes. Brock Mashak has 6 points.
Ken, I like the 7 assists and only 2 turnovers for West Texas A&M. Very efficient. They're obviously knocking down the three-point shot, but it's been interesting to see for St. Edwards offensively. They've had stretches where they've looked great. They've had other times where they're just struggling, it seems like, to get the ball inside, even though they have that size advantage. So give the Buffs credit for defensively doing a pretty good job against this powerful team.
Well, they've shown the ability to shoot the three-pointer.
Yeah.
But that wasn't until, they had fallen down 12 points when that came around. But they have an inside game. They've got an outside game. They just need to put it together and be consistent. What we have right now is a 10-point West Texas lead. We'll see how that stands up after this timeout. We'll come back with the start of your second half. You're watching West Texas A&M basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
In the heart of Texas, the prairie
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
West Texas A&M will inbound the basketball to start the second half of play as Larry Wise taps it into Julius Brown. Buffs going from right to left during our second half of play, leading by 10 at the half. Wise backing in on Gary. Kicks out to Wallace. His three no good. Elkington with his 10th rebound. Elkington on the wing to Diabamaka on the right block. Diabamaka backs in on Wise and gets bumped. Foul's going to be called.
Was it Larry, or did they get Addison from behind? Oh, they didn't call it a shooting foul. That's why Andre Cook was upset. He thought he was in the act of shooting.
Foul went against Larry Wise. It's his first. Outside, Diabamaka, three, knocked it down.
He's an impressive player, Kent. I mean, he just shows you right there on that one possession. He can go inside with his strength. He can step back and he can knock down that outside shot.
That's Uche Diabamaka. He has 11. His average is 12.5. 48-41 Buffaloes. Wise on the wing. To Thornton, but stepping into the passing lane, Gary.
Kent, he just took 4 steps trying to gather in that steal.
Wow. There's Nielsen to Ramos. Elkington feeds Diabamaka, kicks it outside.
Oof.
9 on the shot clock. Nielsen with the drive and the reverse lay-in.
And everything about his game is just crafty.
It is smooth, yes. Long arms. Needs to get some weight on him over the years, but just a sophomore. Here's Wallace, says, if you can do it, I can do it.
And there's a guy that has plenty of muscle. But as we found out, he did not play football in high school over at Cleveland with the Yellow Jackets.
Not just did not, but no way. Diabamaka feeds Elkington on the block, spins past Wallace, and created that shot himself. Double-double for Elkington. 10 points, 10 rebounds. Long three by Bell, missed. Nielsen, right wing, Ramos, no good. Rebound, batted free by Wise and controlled by Wise. Wallace open for three, knocks it down. That's his second of the game. 12 points for Addison Wallace. 4 of 7 from the floor.
He's starting to become a problem for opposing defenses with what he can do. He shows you the previous possession, goes to the bucket and scores, then he hits the three.
Cam Bell with the reach. Going to pick up his second.
Buffs will get some subs in. Just trying to get around that screen, and runs through the Hilltoppers there.
Ramos to inbound in front of the Hilltopper bench. Elkington feeds Nielsen with a strong drive and one. Well, that play was drawn up as a set coming off the inbounds. Addison with the foul, his first. Buffs third as a team. Let's send Nielsen to the line for the bonus. He has 11 now. Make it 12.
So they're doing a good job offensively, but can St. Edward string together some stops? You know, they're down by 5. Got to buckle down defensively, though, here if you're Andre Cook's team.
Here's Zach Toussaint to Brown. Thornton in the corner. Turnaround, Mashak short.
Good look against that zone defense, though.
Hilltoppers down 5. Nielsen outside to Elkington, puts up a three, no good. Thornton with the defensive board. Here come the Buffs. Thornton wants it himself, spins, forces it up, won't go down, but there's Holt with 1, 2 offensive boards and a putback.
Love his effort and that energy that he brings off the bench. Buffs are going to need him to play just like that down the stretch if they want to make the run at the conference championship and postseason.
Spins and goes over Mashak.
He's getting hot here in the second half, Kent.
He had 7 in the first half. He's got 7 in the first 4.5 of the second. Thornton changes hands. He'll go to the line.
He just does some things that look like they're not human. He just glides and steps through and hangs. Good play by Damian Thornton. Buffs leading by 5 with 15:24 to play here in the second half. The media timeout will step aside as well. Here from the First United Bank Center, Buffs and Hilltoppers in a close one.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
$15:24 to play, second half. Buffs lead cut in half since the halftime break, 55-50. Well, Lucas, what have we seen in the first 5 minutes?
You know, St. Edwards, I like what they're doing offensively, Kent. They're taking the ball inside, whether it be, posting with the big men, Elkington or Dibiamaka, but then also Blake Nielsen. He's starting to drive the ball in the paint. He's a great passer, third in the conference in assists, but he's proving he can score. As Damian Thornton, speaking of scoring, he makes the free throw there. If you're the Hilltoppers, you're going to have to string together some good defensive possessions as well, and right now they trail by 6.
Well, you look at who's doing the damage for St. Edwards thus far as Thornton makes them both. Elkington's a freshman, Nielsen's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Buff lead at 7. Toussaint comes in, knocks the ball out of bounds.
Well, WT's just got an outstanding balance today. Juju leads the team with 10 points. Actually, Addison now leads it with 12, but a lot of guys can't have anywhere from 6 to 9 points.
Inbounds pass comes in to Nielsen. Dibiamaka. Gary. Step back from 15. Wise gets the rebound.
Just thinking if Gary were on balance, he may make some of these shots. Every shot he's taken, he's been off balance.
Thornton with the turnaround. No. Holt keeps it alive, but taps it out to Gary. Seven-point West Texas lead. Inside of 15 to play. Nielsen drives in, high off the glass.
It's an incredibly difficult shot that he just made look easy, and he's done it a couple of times.
He's got 9 points in the first 5.5. Toussaint's 3, no good.
Okay, so you got your stop. Now can you come back if you're the Hilltoppers and get a bucket? It's been a while since they've hit a 3, but they're having their success in the paint.
They're having their success getting the ball to Blake Nielsen. Here's Gary.
Oh, great block.
Inside, yeah, that was Holt. Messed that one up. Thornton comes down, splits 2 Hilltoppers, and he'll go to the line.
That was a Budweiser block shot.
Foul is going to go against Blake Nielsen. His first, that's the second St. Ed's foul of the second half. Damian Thornton, 2 of 2 in the half, 4 of 4 prior to that. Now he's 5 of 5 from the line in the game.
Yeah, he's having a really good game, Kent, and distributing the ball, playing good defense, just kind of doing what his team needs him to do to win. And one of the seniors that was honored before the game.
He has 7 points.
And, you know, he's hoping, Kent, obviously, that he makes both free throws. If you're Damian Thornton, the reason he came to WT with just 1 year left, he wants to see if he can compete for championship.
Yeah. We have not seen a missed free throw today. The Buffs 12 of 12, St. Ed's 7 of 7. Here's Gary to Hicks. Hicks gets by Holt, who comes in and blocks it from behind. Oh, my. At the other end.
Oh, and there's a frustration foul. Oh, number 24, he's got to be careful here.
Yeah, Mason Hicks.
Well, he got frustrated because his shot got blocked. He felt like it was a foul on the other side, and then he takes exception, two-hand shoves the Buffs here, and then afterwards has some words. And this is what we...
Yeah, this is the rivalry we talked about. They're going to send the teams to the bench and go look at the video monitor.
The only thing I could say that you could look back, Kent, on this is the initial foul is just basically a two-hand shove. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if the player's really going after the basketball.
What precipitated it was a clean block by Ryland, where it looked like Hicks had an open layup, and Ryland came in from behind, knocked the ball off the glass.
Yeah, let's look at that one again. This is an incredible block from Holt.
He just comes out of nowhere.
Good play.
He's
there.
Out of position. He gets beat. Wham.
Yep, and pinned it against the backboard.
Then we go the other way, and that's when the fun and games start. 13:35 to play in the second. Buffs by 7 at 59-52. The officials looking to see if we have any flagrant matter in the play underneath the Buffs offensive board. Nothing else. It's just fueling the fire that the Buffaloes and the Hilltoppers have had in their rivalry over the past couple of years.
Let's look at our Lone Star Conference scoreboard, Kent, while we have a chance here. Give you some basketball scores, both from women's and men's action. A women's final, Texas A&M International defeats Midwestern State 88-85 today. Texas A&M Kingsville at the Steinke Center. Women's action 67-41. They defeat Cameron. Arkansas Fort Smith a winner at home against Eastern New Mexico 75-62. UT Permian Basin with a big upset today. They win in Odessa 69-57, defeating Texas Woman's University.
They defeated Tyler and TWU in the week, and we're talking about the Falcons.
Yep.
It's a big week for Ray Booth's team.
And we remember when they came here, Kent, and played WT close in a loss, Ray Booth said, I had 2 starters that were injured, and we're not able to go that night against the Lady Buffs, so they've gotten healthy. TWU suffered an injury, and, they're on a nice run. Men's scores nearing halftime. UT Tyler leads at the Janelle Center 32-29 over Angelo State. And that is the women's final. UT Tyler defeats the Rambells by 11 on the road. Big road win there for UT Tyler. And, okay, so this is what I thought. I thought that was an intentional foul.
Or a flagrant.
Yep, and that was the call.
And Ryland Holt takes advantage, knocks down the first. He'll get a second shot here. Makes them both. Andre Cook having a friendly discussion with Curtis V. Hill at midcourt. And it's the Buffs basketball. They can go up double figures if they can convert.
Got to get the ball inbounded first.
And they do. Brown tosses it in the backcourt to Muhammad. Ahmed on the wing. This can really be a big swing in momentum. Brown on the wing. Drives, layup off the glass and in. Looked like there was nothing there.
But Julius had the ball in his hands.
And Julius had the basketball and made something happen, and the Buffs have gone from leading by 5 to leading by 11.
And now the Hilltoppers are getting very frustrated. Body language.
Ramos drives, fouled by Holt.
Have some players talking to the officials, asking for calls. They did get a call there. But you can't lose your composure.
For Ryland, that's his third.
Look at this. I got him. Nope, I don't got him. Who's got him? Nobody.
Ramos misses on the first.
Just sometimes watching players defend Julius when he's got the ball in his hands, I'm thinking somebody's going to get injured. Pull something.
You're going to pull something,
exactly. That's what you and I would do, Kent, for sure.
Matador defense, that's all I could do. Ramos misses them both. Thornton with the rebound. Buffs on a 6-0 run over the past minute. Muhammad dribbles in, pulls it out. Larry in the corner to Thornton for three. Too strong.
That was the first three that Damian has put up today, his first attempt.
Here's Nielsen. Feeds Diabamaka off the glass, no good. Thornton with the rebound, his sixth.
That was great defense by Muhammad.
And he's going to do it all himself. Look at that. Oh, it doesn't go, but he gets the foul.
What was the daredevil guy that they shoot out of the cannon? That's what it looks like right here. Boom!
Here he comes. How'd he get through there?
Evil Knievel, right, Kent?
No, Knievel was the motorcycle guy.
Oh, the motorcycle guy, okay.
Passed very recently here.
Okay.
Blake Nielsen picks up his second personal, fourth team foul against the Hilltoppers. Thornton at the line. Shooting twice, makes the first.
Scoring drought for the Hilltoppers of nearly 2.5 minutes. Lady Buff softball team, Kent, is in the bottom of the 11th in game one against Angelo State, tied 1-1.
Thornton makes them both. Buffs lead at 13, 65-52. Quick release for three, missed by Moan. Rebound to the Buffs. Wise drives.
I say the ball went out of bounds off of Larry's knee.
I don't think they saw the push that accelerated him through.
Yeah, it came from behind from number 13 there.
No call, no harm. 11:48 to play. Second half, Buffs lead at 65-52. You're watching West Texas basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Suddenlink is now Optimum with award-winning internet, TV, and mobile, giving you the power to get closer and go farther with speed and reliability. With our new 100% fiber internet we're building, together with Optimum Mobile, voted #1 in customer satisfaction, you'll get the complete connectivity you deserve. And when you combine Optimum's award-winning connectivity with our 24/7 customer service, your future is only a connection away.
St. Edward's Hilltoppers on the wrong side of a Buffs run here, and they trail by 13 points with plenty of time, 11:48 to play, but the crowd getting into it, Kent, the momentum on the side of the home team, and the Buffaloes trying to win at home for a 12th straight time this season.
Stay atop the Lone Star Conference overall standings, which has been a common thing for them over the past handful of years, and really they're kind of in the middle of the pack of the South Central region, but there's been some upsets over the past week in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, and who knows, by the time we finish in Frisco, Buffs may be back here for a few more games. There was a miss by Dibiamaka. Thornton, step back, 17, too strong. There's a charge. Ramos bowled over Muhammad. It's going to be the San Antonio native second personal.
Yeah, here's the replay. See Muhammad trying to move his feet.
And we've got a whistle before the shot.
What was the whistle? Shot was not a foul.
No.
Clock correction.
That may be it because it's at 30 right now, and it needs to be low. It's at 27. Toussaint on the near wing. Right side, Wise. Thornton from 15. Too strong.
Oh.
Larry goes over the back to get the rebound, but problem was he went over the back to get the rebound. That'll be his second.
Yeah, they got the right call here. Good block out by the Hilltoppers.
Buffs by 13, 65-52. Nielsen tries to lob it to Elkington.
Yeah. Damien was trying to go around and deflect the ball, thought he had, but official says he ran through, made contact. Let's see it again.
Crowd wanted Elkington on the hold.
Oh, I think he
might have had it, and a little smirk on Elkington's face said he got away with one. For Thornton, that's going to be his third. Ramos drives strong and puts it up and in.
It was. He held that ball close to the side of his body there where nobody could reach in and grab it. Good layup.
Buffs lead by 11, 65-54. Bell in the corner. Muhammad. Brown with 10 on the shot clock. Has the ball stripped away. And they say it went off of Julius' knee. Well, Buff's momentum is kind of stalled now.
Or just lead. Was it 13 points a couple of minutes ago? And we'll see if the Hilltoppers have a run in them.
Ramos guarded close by Brown. And we're going to have an offensive foul. I think they got Elkington with the hold. Which is Nope, they got Dibiamaka.
Way away from the ball.
Way away from the ball, that's right.
Yeah, Coach Andre Cook not happy about that one.
That's Uche Dibiamaka's third. Team foul number 6 against the visitors from Austin. Brown to Toussaint for 3. Yes, and one! He's knocked into the bench, but not before he nails the 3.
I'm wondering if Zach is watching that ball as he hits the deck. Go in the net. Look at this. Contact. makes the shot. And now Andre Cook not happy about something. And he is really, really upset. Assistant coach coming out, try to calm him down. Good luck.
4-point play for Tucson.
He's pointing over toward the WT bench. We have had some,
speculate.
Well, we've had some games before where both of these head coaches will say, he can't do that. Well, he can't do that.
Buffs by 15. Inside of 10 to play.
If I'm St. Edwards, can I go back to my guard, Blake Nilsson? They were having success with him to start this second half.
Tabiamaka drives in on Bell. Cam got a hand on that ball. Ryland thought that this should be the Buffs basketball. Watch the defense by Cam Bell here. And we got a timeout on the floor. Give these officials and teams an opportunity to take a breath. 9:21 to play. Buffs lead it 69-54. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Buffs have opened up a 15-point lead, Lucas Kinsey, that
largest of the game.
Has seen momentum change back and forth. It's seen the crowd get into the game. It's seen Andre Cook get into the game, but it all started with the flagrant foul on the defensive end.
Yeah, that got the Buffs fired up. Ryland Holt was able to make free throws. It's a 12-2 run. I mean, the bottom line is Hilltoppers are struggling to put the ball in the bucket, and WT give them credit defensively for what they're doing. If you're Andre Cook, you still have enough time to make a run, but the other thing, too, they've gone cold from the three-point line. I mean, St. Edwards for the game, 5 of 16. The Buffs have made 11 of 22, so there's a big difference as well.
Toppers just one of their last 7. Here's Nielsen. He made it happen to start the half.
Yep.
And he picked right up there. Good drive. St. Ed's tries to pressure the Buffs in the backcourt, but it's hard to pressure Julius Brown.
And that is team foul number 8. So a lot of free throws now.
Foul called on Jeff Gary. Julius at the line, knocks down the first. He's up to 13 points. Makes them both.
This is incredible, Ken.
We still have not seen a missed field goal. And the Buffs 19 of 19 from the line.
Now 20 for 20. Incredible.
Oh, nice give and go there. Ramos finds Tabiamaka for the lay-in. He'll go to the line for the bonus.
Yeah, didn't even have to turn, just flipped it behind his hip on the backdoor cut.
Cameron Bell with the foul, his third.
Nice assist from Nielsen.
And we've missed a free throw. St. Edwards now. But the Buffs still a perfect 20 of 20. Holt open for 3. Nope. Thornton gets the rebound. He drives in.
Oh.
Tried to blind feed to Holt. Glanced off of Ryland's hands. In the corner to Tabiamaka for 3.
Well, it's back-to-back good possessions for St. Edwards. And now they have trimmed the lead back to 10.
And we go to a timeout, 8:27 to play. Buffs 71-61. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
First National Bank timeout.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Buffs and Hilltoppers. It's a 10-point game. St. Edward's on a nice little run. 71-61 the score. And we'll see what the teams do here in the last 8.5 minutes.
Brown brings the Buffs up court. Goes baseline. Gets around Gary. Looking to kick it out. Throws it to Elkington.
Rare turnover. Maybe that's just the 6th of the game for WT.
To Biamaka.
Oh.
And that foul will go on Julius.
Foul call number 4, Brown.
Brown's second. Nearing the 8-minute mark. Second half, Buffs lead it by 10. Both teams in the bonus.
Well, give the Hilltoppers credit, Kent, for battling back. I mean, just seems like not too long ago they're down by 15 points. The crowd for WT is into it. Emotions are flaring up a little bit, and St. Ed's, if they make this free throw, they'll only be down by 8 points.
Which they are. 71-63. 6-0 run for the Hilltoppers. Wise has the ball knocked away.
Again, this St. Edward's team, they're tops on the East Division, which would give them, you said, the number 2 seed in the conference tournament, right?
The Buffs have the better overall record in conference. Wise for 3. It's been a while for the Buffs. Game still in the balance. Here's Gary, drives in. No one steps in on him.
And what a pretty finger roll. He put it high enough. Nobody could block it, not even Ryland Holt.
Buffs lead trimmed to 6. Thornton for 3. He got it.
Man, what an answer, Kent. St. Ed's grinding to get this lead down to 6, and then Damian Thornton puts it right back up to 9. His first three-pointer made today.
Inside of 7 to play. Buffs by 9. Biamaka drives. He's going to be fouled.
Foul call number 35, Wise.
Wise picks up his 3rd. Buffs 9th.
That sends.
Yeah, Larry just saw the hold right there. Biamaka usually wears number 25, wearing 23.
Number 2, Mohammed.
Maybe it was to honor Michael Jordan, Kent. We talked about that yesterday. Michael Jordan turning 60.
How can that be?
I know. Idolizing him as a youngster. I can remember being a kid and literally nearly being in tears when they were playing the Pistons and they used to lose to the Pistons and he'd just get beat up. And they finally got over that hurdle. And
the bullies.
Yeah.
Brown before the shot, fouled on the floor. This will go against Ramos, his third. Team's ninth.
AOMS trip to the line for Brown.
Julius Brown goes to the line shooting twice. Buffs have been pretty good there today. Knocks down the first.
Yeah, that makes a big difference in a game like this when you can connect on, what are they now, 22?
21 of 21.
21 of 21.
I wasn't going to say it. Now you can.
With confidence.
22 of 22.
That's right. Knock them dead.
Here's Ramos. Loses the ball out of bounds. He started accelerating quick, but
they may change this call.
They got Curtis Vigo coming in, and they overturn it.
I think it hits Cameron Bell's foot.
A lot of people here who saw it better, though.
Oh, and right back. It's going to be a foul called against St. Edwards. Coach Brown, you're getting the ball back.
Yeah, what's Tom complaining about? You got the basketball.
We're getting it back with 6:40 to play in the ball game, and WT leading 76-67. And this is a big possession right here. If you're St. Ed's, they've got to have a stop. Can't let WT get a bucket here and put this lead up into double digits again.
76-67, 6.5 to play. Brown to Thornton. Damian drives and called for the charge. It's going to be Thornton's fourth.
That's good defense in there from Dibiamaka. As we see on the replay, Kent, just get your feet set, take it, took the contact.
I think Damian's issue there was he was spinning and he made the contact with his back to the basket. That implies out of control, even though it was a planned spin.
Yeah. Well, a lot of moaning and groaning and whistles. Who can score, right?
Here's Elkington backing in on Wallace. Goes up,
Oh.
got it.
That was a hard-earned two-pointer
Yes, it
from
was.
4 feet.
Rough play inside, physical.
Give credit to Elkington for finding a way to get it in.
Here's Brown. Wise, 10 on the shot clock. Larry outside to Bell for three.
That was a nice defensive possession there by the Hilltoppers, Kent. They don't let Larry get what he wants. They don't let Julius get what he wants. They force the shot on the wing to Cameron Bell, and they secure the rebound.
Trailing by only 7. Here's Nielsen. Timone.
Look how far away the Hilltoppers are from the basket.
Ramos with 5 on the shot clock. Oh, they left him open at the last second, and he missed, but the Buffs could have paid a big penalty there.
Almost too open, right?
Oh, he was too open, yeah. Wise. Outside to Wallace, who pulls it outside. Inside of 5 to play. Buffs up by 7. Brown, he'll put up the 3.
Now let's see if St. Edwards, what they draw up here, they need a high percentage shot. Last possession.
Hilltoppers have hit 5 of their last 6 from the floor.
Yeah.
We've got a timeout on the floor. 4:28 to play. Buffs lead at 76-69. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Bud Light, proudly brewed.
In the heart of Texas.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Lucas Kinsey alongside Kent Johnson. I'm glad to have you joining us here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. KJ, the Hilltoppers have outscored the Buffs by 3 in the second half, 31-28. Right now, trailing by 7 points, and I think that's a really good timeout by Andre Cook. The last 2 possessions, his team way away from the basket, not getting good ball movement, not getting the ball into the scorer's hands, and so he's going to drop something here.
In the second half, Blake Nielsen has 11. Uche Diamamaka has 10.
Well, they went with a pick and roll, and it was a good setup. The Buffs switched it, and that put Cameron Bell against Elkington, and then he's just begging, just throw it up and get it to me somehow.
That's Cameron's 4th.
And Elkington felt like he could score. He's going to have to earn it at the free throw line, though.
Goes to the line, shooting twice. 75% on the year, makes the first. He's 3 of 3 today.
Number 21, Vaughn in for the Hilltoppers, and number 11, Thornton in for your Buffaloes.
And we just put the score up on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Yeah, you're right. It should be 76-70.
I'm going to let you take over here for just a
Larry
second.
Wise will try a 3. And he misses it, and the Hilltoppers get the ball back. They still have not changed it up on the scoreboard. It's correct on the stats, and there they go. 3-pointer put up and just barely draws the front iron. Rebound for the Hilltoppers, though, and Elkington scores it. But no, they call a charge.
Standing his ground, Damian Thornton with 4 fouls.
And this score still should say 76-70. 3:53 to play. Andre Cook is trying to tell somebody over there what the score is. Toussaint's going to drive and kick out to Thornton.
Toussaint in the corner.
And they got that scoreboard fixed. Good job there.
Give them time.
That's right.
7 on the shot clock. Thornton from 15. Need a bucket. Can't get it.
That's a very difficult shot they forced him into.
Buffs approaching 3 minutes on their scoring drought.
Oh, goodness. I hit the side of the backboard.
Underneath to Elkington. Throws it away.
Yeah, he was being kind of bumped, and good defense by Holt.
Buffs by 6. Brown to Thornton. Brown open for 3. That was a big one.
It was. And Julius even gave that little pass fake over to Zach Toussaint. Everybody went with Zach, and so that opened it up for Juju.
Andre Cook wants a timeout. 2:31 to play. 79-70. Buffs on top. Let's take a timeout. You're watching West Texas basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
It's a big one.
79-70. Buffaloes lead it. Time dwindling down. Just 2:31 left as the fans enjoying this one. There you go. Youngster dancing with the NASA hoodie on. I like it. So we'll see what the Hilltoppers can do here. Shooting percentages nearly even. St. Edward's 43% from the field. The Buffs 42%. Again, the big difference, WT has made 7 more three-pointers than the Hilltoppers have, 13-6.
And that's 7 points. They're up by 9. Here's a 3. And they're going to call a charge on Jeff Gary. Fans. And it's unusual when you see a charge called on a 3-point effort. Here we go. Buffs basketball for Gary. That's his 4th. Player control foul, so no shots. We're approaching 2 minutes to play in this ball game. Buffs leading by 9. Brown backs away. Court is spread. It's Julia's ball. Here we go. Brown kicks it out to Toussaint. Zach drives. Floater won't go. Holt keeps the ball alive. Wise comes up with it and a fresh 20.
Oh, great hustle by Rylan Holt.
Here's Thornton. 10 on the shot clock.
So now the Hilltoppers don't want to foul.
5 on the shot clock. Thornton puts up a 3 and a dagger. Call it a 2. Call it a 2.
That may have sealed the deal, though. After Holt gets the hustle and the offensive rebound, Damian Thornton with the jump shot from the top of the key.
Approaching 1 minute to play. Buffs by 11. Holt gets his hand on the ball. Keeps Gavino Ramos from taking the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. St. Edward's basketball.
Ryland has had some incredible defensive and hustle plays today. There's a look at Thornton's shot. Yep, just inside.
Nielsen finds D.B. Yamaka. Won't go. This is on Thornton. That's number 5. I think they got Larry. They got Larry Wise with his 4th. Uche Dibiyamaka goes to the line, shooting twice. Dibiyamaka knocks down the first.
Number 2, Mohammed in for the Buffaloes.
He has 19. Season high was 24 against Dallas Baptist. Gets them both. Inside of a minute to play. Buffs by 9. Toussaint in the front court. Gets it out to Julius. Brown. Guarded by Ramos.
It's a lot of time running off here when you're down by 9 points.
Brown at the line. Step back from 17. Won't go. Nielsen with the rebound. DeBiamaka quickly down court. Pulls up from 15 and pops it. 20 seconds to play.
Oh, before the foul, I think they're going to give a time. Did they call a foul or did Zach call for timeout? They did call a foul. Okay.
Against Elkington, his second.
That was in the corner.
That'll send Toussaint to the line, where the Buffs have been perfect today. And they still are.
Number 35, Wise. Number 33, Wallace.
Buffs are averaging 84 points a game. They're standing at 82 right now. St. Ed's averages 78, and they're at 74.
Number 3, Meshach in for the Buffaloes.
As Julius Brown takes a seat on the bench.
With a win today, it would be the 7th time for Tom Brown since coming to WT, where his team has won at least 20 games in a season. And Kent, they were on pace to do that in 2020, the year we want to forget about in terms of COVID and all that happened there. But the Buffs were 19-3 when play shut down there.
So Toussaint makes them both. He's up to 12.
The other thing you look at is I'm looking at the resume basically here on my computer for Coach Brown is tournament champions, regular season champions, tournament champions, champions. That's what you're getting ready to get ready for, is hopefully to bring some more hardware back to Canyon.
Postseason. DeBiamaka spins, step back, nice shot. 12 seconds left. Yeah, you look down. I mean, there was a time when the tournament was held over in Bartlesville that the Lady Buffs owned the postseason tournament. Now that it's in Frisco, it belongs to the Buffaloes. They've been the tournament champions every year since 2018.
Yeah, absolutely.
5 in a row, going for number 6 this year. And unless the bottom falls out, they're going to go into the tournament as the top seed. Having said that, 2 big games next week.
Oh, yeah.
Cameron Bell makes them both. The Buffs from the line, 26 of 26.
We basically go from one heated rivalry to another one next week and do it twice in 3 days, Kent.
Oh, it'll be fun. What's basketball all about right now? And that's going to do it. The Buffs win it, 85-76. Run their record to 20-6 overall, 18-2 in Lone Star Conference play. Remain atop the LSC West as well as the overall LSC standings. We're going to take a timeout. Come back for our post-game wrap. You've been watching West Texas A&M basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Went for a onside kick. Landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Since 1910, WT and the Department of Agricultural Sciences has provided high-quality education to the students of the Panhandle and beyond.
At WT, professors know me and are committed to my success.
If you want to get an ag industry job, WT is where you need to be.
I don't want just a job and a paycheck after graduation. I want a career where I can make a difference.
WT invested in my career. I intend to pay it forward.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Texas A&M retains their stronghold on the LSC overall race, 85-76 over St. Edwards. We're joined now with the senior from Edmond, Oklahoma, Damian Thornton. Damian, you transferred here after a solid career at Southwest Oklahoma State, but when you came here, you said you wanted to compete and play for championships. You're right in the middle of it right now.
Yes, sir, and it's no better place, West Texas A&M. Y'all known for winning. I mean, 5-time Lone Star Conference champions, and, you know, Coach Brown told me, he told me what I'm dealing with if I come over here, and I was all for it.
So far, so good. 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. The Buffs would build a double-digit lead. St. Edwards, they're scrappy. They'd get back into it, but every time the Buffs withstood.
Yes, sir. Yeah, our credit to those guys. They can really shoot that thing. And, thank God for our teammates and that we can knock down shots, knock down free throws. I don't know if we missed today. I think it was 100%. So, hey, that's all the free throws we shoot in practice. But, all credits to them because they can really play.
Yeah, the Buffs 26 of 26 from the line. That played a big part. Talk a little bit, your role with this team. When you were over at SWOSU, you were the man, capital T, capital M. You come here, you're still the man, but you've got 5 to 7 others out there that can do the same thing.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, it was definitely, it's different. It's still different. I'm still trying to, adjust to everything over here. But, like I said, I thank God for my teammates, my coaches. You got Julius Brown, you got Larry Wise, Ryland Hope. Man, you got some freshmen that can really play, like Brock and AK. We stacked. So, like I said, thank God for the talent that we have and that we can still continue to play. So, yeah, we're not done yet.
Now, I know every game's important, every game's big in that locker room. For the fans, next week is really big, home and home with LCU. Your first time through it, but what have you heard?
I heard that it is crazy and it is wild, but I'm crazy and I'm wild. But I'm ready for it, man. I've heard all the rivalry, all the talk, the trash talk. I'm glad our band is right here, and I know it's gonna be more people when they come out next week. So I'm ready for it. I love their energy. So,
well, we'll look forward to it. Congratulations, great game today. We'll let you get back to the locker room, and great game by Damian Thornton. 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists for the senior from Edmond, Oklahoma. We'll bring in now the Buffs assistant coach, David Chavlovic. He made hay from the line during his career. Have you ever seen 26 of 26?
No, that's got to be a record, right? We got to go look that up. We have to go look that up after this interview and see if that's a record. I can guarantee it is.
Well, what we talked about with Damian was the Buffs, so many weapons offensively would build up a double-digit lead, but, St. Ed's is scrappy, and they kept clawing back, but each time the Buffs withstood.
Yeah, they're a really, really good team. 5 guys can shoot it at all times. They're just so tough to guard. Credit to Andre Cook. We talked about it on Thursday. He puts a good team together, but our guys battled, and, we got a lot of stops towards the end. Offense got a little stagnant, but we'll get better.
The momentum swing seemed to start with Ryland Holt block down at the other end on Ramos, and then we come to the other end and draw the flagrant foul.
Yeah, we expect Ryland Holt to do that. He's been doing it these past few games. We expect him to keep doing it, keep building on it. Hopefully he can knock down a 3 next game, though.
We start the game today, Cam Bell coming out with 2 big threes.
Yeah, they weren't covering him, which I think is a little disrespectful to Cameron. He can shoot. He's not our first option, but he can definitely shoot the ball. So when he got it and he was open, he knocked it down.
We've said St. Ed's the past few years has become the rival, but from the fans' viewpoint, this next week's the rival.
Yeah, I think from almost everybody's viewpoint, this next one's the rival. I mean, we've had some absolute battles with Lubbock Christian, so I'm looking forward to it. We get them back-to-back, which is awesome. It'll be two very, very high-level basketball games.
Looking forward to it. That's David Chavlovic, assistant coach for the Buffs. Again, Buffs come out on top, 85-76. We'll take a timeout, go back upstairs for our final wrap. You're watching West Texas A&M basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Delicious, refreshing, Pepsi.
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center as we wrap things up here. The Buffaloes with a hard-earned 85-76 win over St. Edwards. Kent, that was a great interview with Damian Thornton down there, and it was neat to get to listen to him talk about his perspective coming in just in 1 year, and you could tell he loves wearing the maroon and white.
Well, he does. He was recruited to come in and play in this atmosphere, this environment, and play for championships, and then to hear his respect that he has for the teammates. You know, he didn't just point out the 3 or 4 guys on the floor with him. He went down the bench as well, talked about the freshmen. So great young man, and glad we've got him on our side for this year.
We're glad we got him for the month of March, Kent.
Absolutely. It's
into February and March.
You know, you get to March, and you don't know if it's going to last 1 day or if it's going to last 28. And it'll be fun. Frisco's going to be fun. The Buffs are going to the region. It's just a matter of where it's going to be held. There's, you keep winning, it may be back here. We don't know right now that it will be, but there's always the possibility. We've seen strange things happen. Let's take a quick look at our final statistics. The Buffs win it 85-76. From the floor, St. Edwards actually outshot the Buffs if you're going by percentages. They're 28 of 64 for 44%. The Buffs, 23 of 55. That's 42%. Three-pointers, well, the Buffs had their way there. 13 of 29. They knocked down 44% of their three-pointers, shooting better beyond the arc than they did from the field as a whole. St. Edwards, 6 of 21. That was 28%. From the line, St. Edwards, not bad. 14 of 18. That's 77%. But the Buffs, a perfect 26 of 26. Buffs get out rebounded 38-31. Turnovers, there just weren't many in this game. 9 against St. Ed's, 8 against West Texas A&M. West Texas gets 14 points off turnovers. St. Ed's converts 9 points off turnovers. Individually, Sean Elkington had a double-double, 13 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Jeff Gary had 9 points, 2 rebounds. Blake Nielsen with a double-double, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. Gavino Ramos with 2 points, 5 rebounds. Uche Dibiamaka had a game-high 24 points, 1 rebound. Bennett Moan with 6 points, 1 rebound. Mason Hicks with 4 points. Uzo Dibiamaka played 4.5 minutes and had 1 steal. For the Buffaloes, Julius Brown, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Damian Thornton, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Cameron Bell with 8 points, 2 rebounds. Addison Wallace, 12 points, 2 rebounds. Larry Wise, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Ryland Holt with 4 points and 6 boards. Zach Toussaint, 12 points, 3 rebounds. Ahmed Muhammad played 9.5 minutes. Brock Mashak had 6 points in 9 minutes. Jesse Oweezy and Journey Phillips came off the bench late. Again, our final score, 85-76, and Lucas Kinsey. We now sit back, collect our collective thoughts and energies, and gear up for Thursday.
That's right, LCU right here at the First United Bank Center. That'll be a lot of fun. You know, both the Lady Buffs and the Buffs win today, and both teams have won 20 games. And both teams, Kent, have been perfect in this building. We know that LCU would love on both sides, though, to break that streak Thursday. And we expect a great crowd from them as well.
It'll be fun. We'll play here Thursday. Lady Buffs and the Lady Chaps at 5:30. Buffs and the Chaparrals at 7:30. And then Saturday we'll turn around. We'll go down to Lubbock. Games at 1 and 3, and that'll be the end of the regular season, and we'll see where it all falls.
Yep.
Buffs win it 85-76. Lady Buffs win it 78-57. 27 straight home wins for the Lady Buffs. For the Buffs, it's their 7th 20-win season under head coach Tom Brown. Special shout-out for our Thunder Vision crew today. Kason Johnson, our director. Camera operators, Dylan McMullen, Gavin Rutherford-Baca, Jordan Conde, and Tyrone Leggett. Until Thursday, for my broadcast partner, Lucas Kinsey, I'm Kent Johnson saying have a safe and happy weekend. Until then, you've been watching West Texas A&M basketball on the LSC Digital Network. So long, everybody.